The April 28th, 2026 council meeting to order, and I'll ask the clerk to please call the roll.
Dr. Lee.
Here.
Ms. Simmons.
Here.
Ms. Shinholster.
Here.
Ms. Pendergast.
Here.
Ms. Mapp.
Here.
Dr. Wells.
Here.
All right, we do have a quorum present. If you will, at this time, please stand with me for the prayer and pledge. And Dr. Jeff Wells will lead us in prayer tonight and pledge.
As we pray, God, we first come to you in thanks, and thanks for the rain, the beautiful rain that we received today. And we thank you for this beautiful springtime season that we have enjoyed. We thank you for these citizens and community members who are here today, and thank you for these civil servants who've come to present their budget so that we may continue the good work of the citizens of this great city. Lord, we now come to you and we ask that you bless us as we do the work of these citizens. Let us have a spirit of camaraderie. Let us have a spirit of cooperation. Let us think clearly. And Lord, inspire us to always keep the citizens of this community first. And we'll be so careful to give you the honor, praise, and glory for all that is done in your name. Amen.
Amen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Dr. Wells.
Thank you.
We don't have any public comments tonight. We must be doing something right. So we're going to move on. You all have received a copy of the April 14, 2026 council meeting minutes. Are there any corrections that need to be made? Hearing none, is there a motion to adopt the minutes, the April 14, 2026 council meeting minutes?
So moved. Second.
We have a motion and a second. I'll ask the clerk to please call the roll.
Dr. Lee.
Aye.
Ms. Simmons.
Aye.
Ms. Shinholster.
Aye.
Ms.
Aye.
Pendergast. Ms. Mapp.
Aye.
Dr. Wells.
Aye.
All right, the motion carries and the minutes are approved. Under my comments tonight, the only thing I have is that we have an intern here with us tonight, or she's interning, Ms. Shakira. Ms. Shakira, raise your hand. I asked them to allow her to sit up here with us. She's supposed to be shadowing the mayor. However, there's not a whole lot she's going to be able to come watch the mayor do before the meeting. So I asked the clerks to allow her to see what goes into preparation for the meetings. And so she's going to sit up here and continue to monitor us as we move forward. Are there any Georgia College and State University students here tonight? All right, having none, I think everybody's preparing to graduate or go home for the summer. Next, we'll have the remaining department head budget presentations. I will recognize the city manager to introduce the departments that she has scheduled for tonight.
Good afternoon. We're not going to delay the time. Our first presentation for tonight will be from Main Street, and we'll ask Ms. Jennifer Stastny to come up.
Good evening.
I emailed out the presentation yesterday, but I also made copies. Would y'all like those as well? I just want to thank y'all for the opportunity to speak with you tonight. As I step into this role with Milledgeville Main Street, I've spent the past few months listening, learning, and thinking about the influence that I want to have on downtown Milledgeville. Downtown is not just the heart of our community, it's Baldwin County's front porch. It's where we welcome visitors, attract investments, and create new experiences that keep people coming back. With our rich history and charming atmosphere, we are Baldwin County's crown jewel.
Hold it, Miss Jennifer. Hang on. Sorry about that. Go ahead.
That's okay, it was me last week. Before I share my requests, I want to acknowledge the critical importance of the city's continued investment in infrastructure, public safety, and public works. Reliable water systems, a strong police presence, and a well-supported public works department is the foundation of any growing city. Without those, growth simply isn't possible. But alongside those essentials, we must also invest in in what people see, feel, and experience. That is our downtown. Downtown Milledgeville is one of our strongest economic development tools. When it's vibrant, active, and well-maintained, it directly supports our small businesses, increases foot traffic, enhances property values, and strengthens our community identity. First, I'm requesting additional funding for education and professional training. As a new Main Street director, I am committed to bringing best practices, innovative ideas, and proven strategies back to Milledgeville. This investment ensures that our program is not operating in isolation, but instead is aligned with state and national Main Street practices. Per those standards, I am required to complete a minimum of 30 hours of training per year. The return on this investment is a stronger program and more effective support for our downtown businesses. Secondly, I request increased funding for events. Events is one of our most visible and impactful ways we drive people downtown. They directly support our businesses by increasing foot traffic and creating energy and excitement in our district. As we look ahead, we have exciting opportunities to grow some of our existing events, particularly some prospects to elevate our hometown celebration into a larger experience. This not only enhances community pride, but also positions Milledgeville as a destination, bringing visitors who will dine, shop, and stay. Every successful event is an economic driver, not just a gathering. Finally, I request additional dollars for contractual services and labor to support the planting and maintenance of our downtown planters. Beautification is not a luxury, it is a key component of first impressions. A clean, well-maintained, and visually inviting downtown signals that we are a community that cares. It encourages people to linger longer, return more often, and invest more confidently. Details matter, and in downtown, those details are what people remember. These three requests, training, events, and beautification, work together to strengthen downtown Milledgeville as an economic engine. They support our businesses, enhance our community image, and create the kind of environment that attracts both visitors and future investments. I am committed to being a good steward of the resources entrusted to this program and delivering results that reflect positively on our city. I appreciate your consideration and continued support of downtown Milledgeville, and I'm excited about what we can accomplish together. Are there any questions?
I have one.
Okay.
I don't have my readers on, so I might be.
Well, I brought my readers, but then I gave y'all all my.
Okay, look, you said that you asked for additional funds for
Contractual
Labor?
services and labor, yes, ma'am.
Okay, I see zeros saying.
I did. So we rearranged this budget, and this, like I said in my email, this was one of the very first things I did. So we rearranged this budget to work within this budget. And then after that, we did the planters, and the spring came, and we did all that, and we realized quickly that we need help with that. So I did put that in there for contractual services. I'm putting out feelers for getting some help with that, and I have a man possibly interested for helping us water them. He's a pressure washer and car detailer, and that would be at least $3,200 to $3,500 for the season, March to October.
So what's the labor? What's the amount you're looking for the labor?
$5,000.
She got that on the front.
Yes, ma'am. Education and training, 2,000. Events, advertising and public relations, 10,000, and contractual labor and services, 5,000.
Okay. So Jennifer, right now, who's currently doing the watering of the plants downtown?
We have asked the community to adopt a planter, and in that contract, asked that they be the ones to water them. And some of them are doing amazing, but some of them, you know, life happens, and they get busy, and they don't get watered, and
Okay, so what are the actual streets that border downtown?
all of our planters are mostly on Hancock and Wayne. And we
Well-
have 54 planters.
Well, the downtown as a whole, what are the streets that border the entire downtown?
We have a large space where I'm not sure exactly how much we fully encompass. The planters are only on those two streets, though.
Hancock and Wayne mostly. Am I right?
Main planners.
The main planters are on Hancock and Wayne.
Yes,
Am I
ma'am.
right?
Yes, ma'am.
That's where they are.
That's where the main planters
Yeah, I
are.
understand that. I was just asking, what are the streets that border the entire downtown? Because I know you guys are doing a lot of activities for downtown. I just wanted to know, what are the actual streets? I've had a few people ask that. What are the actual streets that border downtown? What is considered downtown, the outskirts of downtown? What are the streets?
It goes out to Montgomery.
Montgomery.
You know, Montgomery to,
Hancock back to Franklin Street.
Right.
Yeah,
Montgomery to Irving.
it's a pretty big area.
Not Irwin, is it?
this is Encompass Green.
It's not downtown, not to Irwin Street. No, it wouldn't be. It's Montgomery to, probably to Columbia or Clark Street, right in there.
And then
It's considered
Franklin.
downtown, and then down to Franklin. We just expanded the business district in your last meeting.
So, if you don't mind, I can get with you a little later and get like a little map of
Sure.
what's considered downtown that you guys take care of.
I
Thank
do
you so
have one,
much. I
yes.
appreciate that.
I'll get that to you.
Okay.
Thank you, Jennifer.
Thank you. Any other questions?
No,
Okay.
thank you.
Thank you. If y'all excuse me for dipping out, my daughter is playing in the state tennis playoffs right now.
Oh, good luck.
So thank you. I'm gonna go watch her.
Okay.
Thank y'all for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, we'll move on to our next department, Planning and Zoning Department.
Good evening, everyone. In keeping with the theme, last year I was shortened to the point. I promise to keep to the same thing. Planning and zoning and inspection budget remain rather conservative with minor increases in contractual services and education. Several departments like code enforcement, water and sewer, and planning and zoning are trying to implement a new software program called iWorks, which for planning and zoning will greatly improve our customer service capabilities, enabling online credit, debit, and card processing. The inspection department will have the ability to use the system in the field with tablets. We'll be able to track fees and payments. Our buy-in to the software portion would be $6,000 annual. Anybody have any questions?
Mr. Boyd. So that was under contractual services that you'll be
Yes,
requesting
ma'am.
that? Okay.
$6,000, yes, ma'am.
Ms. Barbara, but you went through that just like
Mr. Barnwell just
to the
wrapped it up.
point.
I don't want to bore anybody.
I like that.
So you already have your tablets in the field? Or you
We have our tablets already, yes, ma'am.
Okay, you already have
We just don't have the software yet.
it. Okay. That's your portion from the buy-in with everybody. right?
6,000, yes, ma'am.
Ms. Knapp, I'm sorry. You asked some questions. Any other questions?
Mayor, if I may ask just one quick one.
Sure.
So in looking at your budget, first of all, thank you for the graphics in the back. That makes it very easy to follow. Very impressed with that. So in looking at your budget right here, I'm looking at your 2025 to 20, your current budget
Yes, sir.
that expires on June 30th, and then I'm looking at your proposed. It looks like you're asking for just barely $4,000 more over what we've appropriated in the last year. Am I understanding that correctly?
Yes, sir. I think I think a total of both budgets combined, I think I'm asking for $5,000 additional.
At the most,
So
okay.
I'm trying to keep it real conservative.
That's all you need.
Yes, ma'am.
We appreciate you. We really do.
Straight to the point.
I'm telling you.
Thank you, Mr. Barnesville.
We don't share time.
Inspections department on
All right.
Team play.
Well, he came up before I can introduce him, but here's the fire department. Let me get you up.
To our mayor, council, city manager, to expedite our time just a little bit, there'll be no formal introductions of Battalion Chief Ushery. However, I would like to begin by reading our vision. The vision of Milledgeville Fire Rescue Services is meeting the current and the future needs of the city. By anticipating the needs of public fire safety protection, we embrace the community's future plans and emerging industry trends. Our mission is accomplished. Our mission is to protect life, to protect property, to protect the environment. Our mission is accomplished through highly trained, competent, professional firefighters whose knowledge, skills, and abilities are ever evolving through professional development. Our core values are the foundation upon which we build the strength and the dependability of the fire department. They are competency, professionalism, diversity, community focus, teamwork. Our initiatives are healthy employees, honoring our retirees, youth investment, professional decorum, and a modern staffing model. I have three slides actually, and we can begin. They are very brief with the first one.
Put it up for me. Does it need sound?
Just you see where the arrow is? There you go. Didn't need sound.
Let's see, Miss.
Oh, that's so good.
Is that our best sound?
I'm trying to get it. It's supposed to be coming through here. Where's it coming from? Coming from somewhere down here.
Is it coming from up there?
Hear anything right now?
Let's try it again.
Mr. Griffin, will a mic up here make it project louder?
Ma'am,
Will the mic from up here that we use, will it make?
I don't have control of the
Okay.
video back here, it's just the microphones.
Well,
So it's not maximum.
This evaluation
Next slide. The next slide, the key point on this slide is what the first one showed us is the value of getting and obtaining a higher rating in terms of your ISO rating. What that means for the city of Milledgeville and its residents is we have been able to capture a savings for the residents, the business owner, of $14 million. $14 million. Next slide, please. That link right there.
A show of solidarity for a DeKalb County firefighter who lost a leg in a crash while on the job.
Ebony Kennedy was transferred to Shepherd Center today, and her colleagues honored the moment with a complete display of support. Fox West introduces live in Buckhead with the details. Deidre?
Well, Courtney, Ebony Kennedy was transported to the Shepherd Center after spending a couple of weeks at Grady Hospital. Now, she was transported by ambulance, and her colleagues really brought a big smile to her face when she found out that they were joining her transport with a couple of fire trucks. A show of solidarity as DeKalb County firefighter Ebony Kennedy left Grady Hospital for the Shepherd Center Friday. Fire trucks escorted the ambulance to the rehabilitation facility in Buckhead in a show of unity and support. We're a family at the end of the day, and we wanted her to know that we are still here for her in her time of need and just supporting her and lifting her up. The injured firefighter joined the department in August. She was responding to a call the night of December 5th when tragedy struck. Two other firefighters were responding to an emergency call when a fire crashed. Fox 5 interviewed Kennedy at Grady Hospital where she underwent multiple surgeries. We are very happy to see she's making progress even to get to this point. So what we did today was we transferred her from Grady to Shepherd Center. We had a small motorcade for her. She really enjoyed it. The motorcade contained a few of our units. One of her engines that she rode on. She faces a long road to recovery with steady support from colleagues who remain by her side. Ebony is in very high spirits. I saw her smile for the first time today in a long time. So I was really excited about that, as well as the other crew members that came today. She's very excited to see them.
That's the end of that. Yeah. This accident with this young firefighter occurred last year. I can certainly resonate with her story because on the inside of your budget presentation is yours truly on front cover of the Atlanta Journal-Constitution. I am 29 years old when this accident occurred. I was a fire captain at one of the busiest stations in the city of Atlanta. I suffered during a five-alarm fire, a broken femur. They put metal in it, they put it back together. Once that leg was healed, the doctor informed me that I would have to change professions because if I continued in this profession with all of the metal in my right leg, it would likely break again. At 29 years old, I told the doctor, I tell you what, let's take the metal out. We took it out, and now the rest is history. This is how dangerous the profession that we are in really is. It is a matter of, on a dime, your day could change tremendously. At this moment, I'm going to refer to my colleague, Chief Usher. He'll come for 2 minutes, and then I will conclude and field any questions that you may have.
Certainly. Thank you, Mayor, Council, City Manager. Chief Collier, I want to thank you for this opportunity to speak. Tonight, I'm asking you to focus on 3 main points of our presentation: competitive pay, proper comparison of Milledgeville Fire Rescue, and pay parity. First, the men and women of Milledgeville Fire Rescue are underpaid. This is not an opinion. This is a fact, backed up by data. If you'll see, I think we have provided, did we hand out, Chief? We have pay studies that we conducted of our neighboring fire departments. That would be everybody that touches Baldwin County. It'd be Baldwin County, Jones County, Putnam County, and we've compared to see where we're at currently. These aren't distant agencies. These are departments that we lose people to constantly and we compete against every day. What I mean, we lose people. We hire them. We put them through intensive training. They look around and say, hey, I can get paid more, so I'm going to leave. That is money walking out the door. You say, what do you mean, Chief Ushery? We invest, I think the total is 20, Chief, close to that number, to what we invest in a new hire.
No, we were investing over $100,000.
100, I mean, for complete, by the time we complete all the training. But that's a lot of money that we have walking out the door. And why this is that we're not competitive. These departments are offering more money, so it's obvious for a young firefighter to move on. Second, we must view Milledgeville Fire Rescue correctly. What I mean when I say that, Milledgeville Fire Rescue is a career, full-time fire department. That means we have 24/7 staffing. We have full-time professionals, and we are at a constant state of readiness. For us as battalion chiefs, that means that we provide operational consistency as compared to Jones County, Baldwin County, which their model is combination. What does that mean? That's a mix of career firefighters, some part-time firefighters, and then volunteer personnel. This is a fundamental difference between us and them. A career department carries higher call volumes, higher expectations. We have greater responsibility. We're required to have more training hours. And while we look at Putnam County, they recently transitioned from the combination model to a career model. All the while, though, Milledgeville Fire Rescue has been a career department. We should not be asking, how do we compare to them? Mayor, this is an answer to your inauguration week. We should be asking, why aren't we being the standard that they measure themselves up against? The third thing I want to talk about is pay parity, and that is public safety is not divided. It is shared. Right now, there is roughly $4,000 of pay gap, with police paid more than fire. That gap, it does not reflect the shared risks, the shared mission, the shared responsibility. Other cities that I've researched, all our neighbors here, like Americus too, who's very similar to Milledgeville, Marietta, DeKalb, Perry, they've all recognized this. And they pay their police and fire the same thing. What's amazing about this, we could do this now, council, city manager. We could pay us the same as the police. And let's be clear about the risk. Firefighting is consistently ranked among the most dangerous professions in the country. We've seen it firsthand. He's right here on the front page of the paper. Broke his leg, career ended, he made a choice to move on. The young lady, her career is over as a firefighter. She lost her leg. No second chance here. Here's the thing. Police officers face danger. Firefighters face danger. Both matter. Both are essential. And that's exactly why I say pay parity makes sense. Finally, if you look at page 3 of our presentation, you'll see our competitive pay plan. As you look at these numbers are not inflated. They are in line. You can look at our pay studies that we've conducted. They are in line with our region. They are in line with industry standards. This plan will fix from the bottom to the top our pay scale issues. It will improve our recruitment and our retention, and it will, this is what I like, position us, Milledgeville, as the leader, not a follower. When we look over these budgets, we must think about what is our motive. If we want a strong public safety, we must invest in the people who provide it. Thank y'all.
Let me conclude by saying, on page 4 of your handout, this is what we are asking because it represents the need of your fire department. Number 1, approving the salary plan. Number 2, we have antiquated, outdated references in terms of positions, etc. That is a non-budgetary issue which can easily be fixed and should be fixed. Number 3, the approval of 13 new positions in anticipation of your new station coming online. Number 4, a policy commitment when you hire new hires to retain these persons for at least 3 years. And number 5, migrating from an outdated status of first responder to EMTB requirements. Any questions?
I have the first one.
Yes.
I want you to expand on what you just said, from first responder to EMT. Can you talk to the council and the listening public about what that means and why that is so important?
Number 1, when you look at the fire service, it does not matter whether it's in Milledgeville or in New York. The call volume of these organizations in this industry is going to be EMS, which means that those firefighters are going on calls that will range from something as simple as helping an invalid person get back into their bed. Or they're going on calls where someone has a traumatic incident. They've fallen off a roof doing some repair. Or they have some medical emergency. Because we are currently, our department, first responders, we are not being able to provide them with the adequate medical care when we do respond. We are only able to meet their very, very menial or basic need. Now, you may say, well, the ambulance is going to come. I may say, how do you know they're going to come? Because the ambulances are suffering from the same thing as everyone else is suffering from. They may be in what's sometimes referred to as diversion, which means they have no ambulance available to come to your grandmother's house. That fire truck is going to come to your grandmother's house. And what you want on that fire truck is a highly skilled person to deal with whatever is ailing that person when they do arrive. All departments pretty much have migrated from first responder since the 1970s. I have been an EMTB for over 30 years. So that's why it's an urgency. That's why it needs to occur. Now, you cannot do it, but it's only going to mean you're going to be still inefficient, and by the time that you do it, it's going to cost you more money. It helps the community as a whole. The hospital, even if the ambulance gets there at the same time you do, it becomes working with someone that has the same skill level as I do. So now we make the outcome for the patient much, much better, opposed to arriving and having to coach someone in terms of what you want them to help you do.
Does this affect our ISO rating?
It does not affect your ISO rating. It doesn't affect your ISO rating. However, you need to understand that for Milledgeville, and not just Milledgeville, 80 to 90% of your call volume will be EMS related. Either it's the person having the heart attack, or it's the person in the car accident, or it's the older person that you're helping get back in bed, or you're helping an ambulance. So those calls are going to be EMS related. They're going to touch some portion of emergency medical care.
And what is the cost, what projections on cost to get every one of our personnel that needs it?
Well, actually, since I've been here, I have actually been able to put together 2 classes for free, partnering with the hospital. Now you're talking about if someone went and did it on their own, it's going to cost them about $6,000 if they did it on their own. I think that we could probably do something very, very similar, but even if we have to project a cost of around $20,000, the outcome or what you're going to get from that is well worth what you're investing into it.
Thank you, Chief.
Okay, Chief Collier, first, thank you guys for serving the city of Milledgeville.
Excuse me, please ask to be acknowledged before y'all just
Sure,
speak out.
absolutely. So you guys are currently at a ISO rating of 2, correct?
3.
3, okay. Is there a hurdle that prevents you guys from keeping that or being at your best?
We are currently at ISO rating of 3. We have, since my tenure, have had 2 opportunities for the auditors to come in and review the department. Kudos to the men and women of the department who have done a tremendous job, especially the first time around, because I got a 6 months notice when I first arrived that we would be audited. So they have done a tremendous job in terms of improving the portions of ISO that directly reflect the fire department. There are other portions of it, as you would see in the video, that would be the dispatch. We have no control over that. That would be the water department. We have no control over that. But the training, the response time, and the daily staffing, as Chief Utcher was saying, which is the reason we operate every day with at least 10 people at a minimum. We have direct control over that. We have been able to max out essentially those numbers. As I said, the dispatch and water, we have no control over that. However, the fire department, as you can look in that booklet in the appendix section, has been the leader in ensuring that the rating remains the same and can potentially get better.
I'm going to piggyback off the water situation. The fire hydrants that are covered, are they in full function for
No.
y'all's
They're not fully
to work
functional.
efficiently? Oh, okay. I wonder why they were covered. All right. I think that's it for me.
Pretty much they asked the questions I wanted to ask about what Mr. Will said about that medical technician B. Did you not get some funding from Grady or somebody one time before for this? Or did you partner with Grady?
We partnered with.
Partner.
we partnered.
Okay.
That was the first class. We partnered with them, and subsequently Navicent doing the second class.
Ms. Melba, I know you yielded the time to your staff. Anybody else have any questions? Because I know Ms. Melba gave them a time limit. Any more questions?
I may have some a little later. I need to study this though.
Yes, ma'am.
Most definitely.
That's it, the travel, 50,000 on the travel.
Go, Chief,
What do we
come back to the podium. She wants to ask, Ms. Matt want to ask a question.
Can you emphasize a little bit on the travel? You have 50,000. What are you requesting for travel? What would that include?
Okay. We anticipate the approval of 13 new personnel. I would, just based upon our previous recruitment, probably the majority of those persons would not be certified. So they'll have to go off to Forsyth, to basic firefighter, and that's where that additional money will come from. When they go off, assuming they go off and pass the first time, there's no cost. However, once they're there, we're paying them $4,000 for the entirety of the class. So it just becomes math. 13 people times 4, that's where you get your money.
Thank you.
And Chief, did you all ever come up with whether or not you could or could not? You weren't being able to mandate them that if they left to pay that money back?
I think that's 4. Item 4.
Okay,
It's item 4. That's what we're asking.
okay.
That becomes the will of this body
Mhm.
to create a resolution to create the policy, the will of this body. What Chief Utcher alluded to was If you do not retain the person that you hire, you're going to allow probably $150,000 to leave. So you got to keep them long enough to get a return on that investment. They have a minimum salary of $44,000, roughly 45, but you gotta times that time, whatever the insurance, pension, etc., on top of that. In addition to the fact, if they're going to basic training, you're paying for it. All of these costs, the turnout gear, $6,000, $7,000, you're gonna get to $100,000. If you do not retain that person before you can get a return on that investment, and generally that's measured by what you would pay a part-time employee. If you don't retain it, you're going to lose it. And then you're going to repeat a cycle, which my command staff gets tired of me doing, repeating the cycle over and over again. But the reason they get tired of it is because you're creating more stress internally, because you're asking people to do more work while they could be doing something else. You're starting that cycle over and over again.
I have a question, because this is confusing. You have $500,000 budget request for overtime, just overtime.
Right.
Why not, I mean, you're asking for increase in salary, so why isn't your salary increased by the amount that you're requesting? Why don't you have a request for the increase in salary? Are you just going to pay out overtime? I mean, I don't understand how you can do one without the other.
Okay, I'll explain. That is in anticipation of 13 new people that you will be hiring.
But they wouldn't just make overtime.
It will neutralize the overtime. If you hired those persons, in theory, you're going to have less overtime. You're not going to spend $500,000 in overtime.
I know it,
Because
but you.
it's gonna be reallocated to, please.
But you increased it.
It's going to be reallocated to the salary portion. However, if we do not get 13 people and we still open up a fire station, someone has to work there, which is going to be the existing employees, which is going to increase the overtime to $200,000 to $500,000.
I disagree, but okay. That's a budget thing, and with me, and that's not how you do it, but that's okay, I understand. I understand.
Mayor, a follow-up question, if I may.
Mm-hmm.
So in your cost comparison, command staff compensation comparison, under your fire chief salary, looking at that, I know that you've Jones County Fire Rescue, Baldwin, Putnam, and then ours is in blue. So the one that seems to be a big outlier here is our neighbor over to the west, Jones County.
Mm-hmm.
Are those full-time positions?
No.
Okay.
Wow.
They're not full-time positions. They're actually part-time positions.
Okay.
Which is why you get, the numbers sometimes seem a little bit wonky. It's not a professional word, but they sometimes seems a little off-center.
Okay.
Because they're not.
That was just an
full-time. They're
outlier.
part-time.
Yeah.
Department. Right.
Thank
That
you.
individual, most of those individuals work at other departments and come back to.
I got you. Thank you, sir.
All right, thank you, Chief. We appreciate you coming out. When we have our budget presentation, we would appreciate it from the audience. Let's not make outbursts, because we don't make outbursts. We're here to listen to them, to bring to us their proposal for the upcoming budget. Next, Ms. Melba.
Okay. Last but definitely not least, we'll have our Public Works Department, Mr. Thomas. Get down here. Thumbs up. I need to switch your flash drive in. It's not working from this side. presentations are difficult tonight. Not want to work right. How to put it up. Hey, it will not close up. Hold on. Not a lot. So what I did with yours is I copied it to my desktop because you all were taking up all of my flash drive space. Yes, and it is now not working. Increase the budget for a new laptop. Is that what you're telling me?
Got some money, Mr. Thomas? You want to go on us?
Some you would like to share. They will not open up. Can't get your other one to close.
You had that. You had that.
Let me just close it out. See if you can get you back in again. Probably shut it down. Going to task mode. Make it close. Maybe I need to slide on and let Miss Carrie handle these presentations. Let's get you back in. What I'm doing with it. What is it about your presentation?
What's that?
I said, what is it about your presentation?
I guess it means pass the budget.
You might have to talk it out tonight, Mr. Thomas.
At all. I'll try it again. Hold on.
You the man, you got it.
You prepared to talk, Mr. Thomas?
All right.
Go
Oh,
for
let
it.
me do that. Right. Let's just go this way.
That's it?
I'm not gonna do the slideshow, I'll just do it from your slides that way.
Okay. But it's video tonight. That's the only part.
Pushing it, right?
Just- What I'm gonna request is you all send me these presentations prior to the meeting next time so we can test them out.
All right, good evening to all.
Good evening.
First, we have like our budget would be a two-part budget for Central State crew and also for our Public Work Department as well. Ms. Dawn, she would assist me with this presentation. We ask that you all write down your questions and hold all of them until the end. After the video, we'll open up for any questions. All right.
Video behind us.
Okay. All right, to begin, the front sheet, you all can follow along on this sheet here. This the little agenda. To begin, we have requested several positions and equipment for the fiscal year 26-27 to meet current demands to better serve our community. All positions requested are needed to enhance employees' morale, maintain right-of-ways, and to meet the demands of our environmental changes. One of our goals last year included purchasing 3 new dump trucks for yard trim and collection department to establish and serve as north, south, and central refuse collection routes. Thanks to the city manager, mayor, council, this goal has become a reality. These are the units you see on this slide here now. However, Public Works continues to struggle to meet daily operation demand with current equipment, authorized positions, and dated infrastructure. Therefore, we are in search of the following requests. Public Works' ultimate goal is to develop and support a workforce that is infrastructural savvy. Our first objective to obtain this is to establish and maintain a competitive pay scale. Number two, continue pay incentive for certification and CDL. 3, develop a master plan for infrastructural upgrade and cities growth. Now, this master plan is not the comprehensive plan. The master plan is the blueprint to your comprehensive plan so you can implement it. It's a diagrammatic plan where you can visualize, you can see the city, the entire city and central state. And what the master plan does, it allows council, it allows you all to dictate the growth, slow it down, increase it, prepare for the future, and we could be proactive. That's a master plan for the city. 2-part to a comprehensive plan. Okay. Number 4, purchase and utilize an asset management system. Ms. Dawn, she would brief you all on that. Okay. Number 5, position. These are the requested positions. Public Work Coordinator and for the Administrative Assistant to remain. B, Yard Trimming Collection Supervisor. This is the only department that we have that doesn't have a supervisor. Now, the acting supervisor for this department is Stormwater Crew Leader. He's been acting supervisor for 8 years. 8 years. And he's not just over yard trimming collection. He's like the administrator. He handles all the departments. He's involved with every department that we have. We have 6 departments. And that's what this guy does. So somehow we should reward these guys to keep them from getting cold. If they go cold, we can't get them back warm. But this guy here has done a great job. Okay. Position C, municipal truck driver. For public work and for water maintenance, utility maintenance, what's going on? We have a position called heavy equipment operator. Now, the heavy equipment operator is like it has your CDL driver and equipment operator combined together. We need to separate and install a position that's called a municipal truck driver and separate heavy equipment from that, because what happened, some departments require that they have CDL. Well, your heavy equipment operators, true heavy equipment operators, majority of them don't have CDLs. And vice versa. Your CDL drivers are not, your commercial CDL drivers, they're not equipment operators. So we need to separate those two positions and create this municipal truck driver across the board. Okay. Now, D, public work operation. Now, this would be a dedicated crew, public work dedicated crew for CSA, Central State Hospital. And Ms. Dawn, she would brief you on that as well. This time I will let Ms. Dawn come up and brief you over those two components.
Good evening. An administrative management, our asset management system gives the city government a modern, centralized way to track infrastructure, manage maintenance, and make smarter budget decisions. As cities grow and services demands increase, having accurate real-time information about our assets becomes essential, and iWorks provides that exactly. First, asset management improves accuracy and visibility across all departments. Second, it streamlines maintenance and daily operations. Third, it helps extend the life of city assets and reduce long-term costs. Fourth, it strengthens compliance, reporting, and grant readiness. Finally, asset management supports long-term planning and smart budgeting. By adopting asset management,
City governments gain the tools to operate more efficiently, reduce costs, improve transparency, and plan responsibly for the future, all while delivering higher quality to their communities. The current programs we're using are both outdated and cumbersome systems. In search of better processes over the last year, I have worked with iWorks and negotiated down their costs from a startup of originally $99,000 per year, which covered 6 different departments. After several attempts, we secured discounts in the amount of $60,000, leaving the annual cost at $39,000 for 6 different departments, not just Public Works, but other departments within our city. For fleet management alone, this is a $5,000 discount. Due to the current system we have will no longer be supported by the company we're using. And the upgrade they offer will cost a minimum of $18,000 annually. And I'll let Mr. Thomas take back over. You want me to do this? Yes,
Yes, ma'am.
okay. All right. And then this is in regards to the Central State Hospital campus presentation. The Central State Hospital campus consists of 14.49 centerline miles of roadway and approximately 1,750 acres of mixed-use land. Based on practical industry staffing ratio, an estimated 10 to 14 personnel would be required. However, to maintain our public works operational standards, a workforce of 15 to 17 personnel is required to properly manage and sustain the rights of way. Central State Hospital is a historic district with statewide significance. Active redevelopment projects such as housing, event spaces, tourism with hotel and filming potential, large open spaces requiring consistent care, safety, and economic development leverage. A high appearance standard directly supports this campus's transformation into a mixed-use economic productive district. To maintain Central State's hospital campus, the staffing, infrastructure, equipment, as well as engineer services, our projected costs are $7,650,000.
All right. Piggybacking off that, one of the open space that she's alluding to, have any of you all been on Land Farm Road over the last 2 weeks or so? Have you seen how the lake has been cleaned up?
Mm-hmm.
That's your public work crew. They've cleaned, that's one of your open spaces. That's just one of several at the Central State. So that's the goal when you see that area now. If you all decide to accept this location, that's what you'll see throughout Central State. It'll be clean throughout the Central State. Now, it'll pull developers to this area. All they want to see is a clean place. All right. Okay, we can go to the, you already on that slide for the equipment. Equipment. We're requesting an F-250 service truck for the central shop. Now, this is a mechanic service truck that we most definitely need. Now, the benefit of this, the guys, when they go out, right now, they just have a little F-150 truck. When they go out and make repairs to our equipment on site, they have to come back to the shop to get other equipment, generators, stuff of that nature. We should equip them with what they need to get the job done. And this is our probably 5th attempt to request for this unit. B, skid steer loader, stormwater. C, this is the 5th year for replacement of this 2 John Deere tractors for cemetery and park. All right, and then D would be our mower max. That'll be our featured in the video. Let's go to the slide right here. This is something that we need. You go back to the one you was on.
Okay.
Okay, right here, this is something we need to, I call it smart money. right now is not so smart. When we look at this top trench roller, the rental fee for 24-25 is $27,000. That's how much we spent for that unit, that one unit that we need practically every week. And the purchase price is only $34,000. Okay? All right, the next line item is the skid steer, and we'll show you those on the next slide. This is a universal piece of equipment that's a must for any construction crews that's gonna do work. They need this unit. This unit, 25-26, was $94,000 rental, $548.64. Okay? Purchase price, $65,000 to $105,000. That's just one unit for rental. Next, the mini excavator, I think we saw this one. Rental fee was $25-26, $51,579.27. Purchase price is $65,000. You all have purchased one last year, the Mini X 240. That one was purchased for the utility maintenance department. They're in need of another unit. We should invest in this unit, and I'll tell you one reason why. Sometimes you may see guys around job sites, and it may be 8 guys standing around a job site. Well, if they're not equipped and don't have a one unit, is what you're gonna get. If you equip these guys with the equipment, they can take this unit and create another, like we do at Public Works. Public Works, we don't have 8 guys on the crew. You may have 3 guys on the crew, sometimes 2. But you all have equipped us with what we need. You see, so we split our guys up, we create 2 crews. When they fixing one leak, if they prepare 2 crews, they can fix 2 leaks that same day. So I'm telling you. So those the numbers right there. Go to the next slide. All right, that's your mini excavator that we just recently purchased for the utility maintenance. And over here to the left is your skid steer. That's a versatile machine that needs to be on every job, right there. All right, next slide. Now, go back to the 2 John Deere tractors that we've been requesting to be replaced. You all see it on this picture? No, you right. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Do you all see your John Deere tractor on this picture?
In the ditch.
Anybody see it?
In the ditch.
Y'all see it right there? That's one of them. All right, now, I won't speak anymore on that. Let's go to the video. Let's play the video. That's last year, 2025.
Is this a video?
It should be.
Maybe that's what's not allowing it to play. Hmm?
Move
The
back
website?
video. Yes, ma'am.
Because I think that's what's keeping your PowerPoint from opening up.
Gotcha.
Or Max.
More Mac maneuverability. Yes.
Where?
Boom, more.
Boom more. That was it.
Yeah, and then it comes to maneuverability.
Down here.
There you go.
All right.
Play that.
Versatility is possibly the most significant aspect of a mower max. We make over 10 attachments to go on the end of the boom, and we have, with the optional front lift arms with the universal skid plate, you have over 30 attachments that you can put in front of it to do tasks from blowing leaves, sweeping debris, sweeping snow, pushing snow. We offer an 8-foot bush hog rotary deck for mowing up front, anywhere from a front grapple to pushing off debris after a storm off the road. We sometimes describe our mower max as a boom mower / tool carrier because it's not solely just a boom mower. It has so many more functions than that, which we feel. And obviously, governments want to get the most out of their capital budget and most out of their capital purchases. So our desire here is to engineer and design and make products so these public works departments can take one asset,
You've gotten off right there.
do a multitude of tasks with it, which hopefully will have a greater return on their investment. So versatility is highly
And you
important.
stop. All right, let's go. Let's just cut it off.
Versatility
House over here.
possibly the most
You wanna see it again?
No, y'all disabled my mouse with all these flash drives. That's what happened.
with the optional front lift arms with the universal skid plate.
What happened to my PC, Mr.
Oh,
Thomas?
here, some
I did that.
Task
There we go.
blowing leaves.
You are
Okay,
killing me
so basically that's it. I wanted you all to see that. That machine right there is flexible and a universal machine. It would prevent guys from attempting to cut those steep slopes where they have a side boom mower with that attachment. We have demoed it twice, and this is a great machine to have. It'll prevent them from attempting to do things that the regular tractor cannot do. So this concludes my presentation. I'm open to questions.
What was the name? Oh, I'm sorry, Mayor. Can I speak?
Yes, you may.
What's the name of that equipment?
It's called Moore Max. And it's, yeah, you all have a package. You can look through the package, either one. I think it's on both packages. It's average cost at $300. When we first presented that package, it was $155. $300,000.
I was going to ask you.
Yes, ma'am. It went up.
We don't get a discount?
I can get you a discount. We'll get a discount.
So, Mr. Thomas, your projection on Central State Hospital, because we haven't acquired all of that property yet, that's just a projection of what you see going forward if
Yes.
everything come into play.
Yeah, those numbers are pretty much true. That's from our survey, and that's from the engineer survey of the roads. That's resurfacing all the roads. Those are roads that's supposed to be turned over. That's the engineer fee as well. And that's the equipment along with the staff that we'll need. The staffing cost is not in it.
So,
Just equipment.
go ahead, I'm sorry.
No, I'm done.
So I guess my next question is, because I know you all received a lot of equipment and trucks within the last budget cycle.
Yes,
Are
ma'am.
we replacing anything, or are you just requesting to buy new ones on top of what you already have?
No, I think in that package, you may have some vehicles that are being replaced. Those are your F-150s and 250 for the crews to get around. Those are replacement.
Okay.
And then you have the equipment like the skid steer and that excavator. Those, and the mower max, those would be new units that we need to move forward with.
That's a question. Sure.
Okay. I want to ask you a question about the municipal truck driver position, because I see in here in your notes, it says that it will benefit both Public Works and the Water Maintenance Department as well. You talking about one driver for both departments, or how is it going to benefit if you all are both out on doing something at the same time?
No, we would need to authorize a position for both departments. You see, so we would have we need a driver, and they would need a
Oh,
driver
so
as
that,
well.
okay, that's
Yes,
what,
ma'am.
it wasn't clear, because when you said that it would benefit both,
Right.
I didn't know if you were talking about two positions or one, so
Across
that's
the
what I wanted
board.
to.
Yes, ma'am. Two positions.
Okay,
Yes,
that's
ma'am.
what I wanted to verify,
Right.
exactly what you were talking about with that, because I only saw one on budget, on your item, so I want to make sure you were talking about one for your department and one for the other.
That's correct. Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
Okay,
You pretty much have them already. We just need to split the positions up.
okay.
From that, under that heavy equipment operator, we need to split it.
So you have people in place, they just need to, their duties need to be
Yes, ma'am. But what you,
outlined better.
yes, but what will happen, you will attract a true, well, you're going to have to bump the field. You will attract a true heavy equipment operator that can stay with water maintenance.
Okay,
Because if they hired in now on the water maintenance rules, they have to get CDLs.
okay.
See,
I understand now.
and so you attract more CDL drivers, but they're not heavy equipment operators.
Okay, that makes sense.
But what doesn't make sense to me is why is it that your heavy equipment operators don't have to have, who doesn't have to have CDL license? That doesn't
Okay,
make sense.
you
to
saw that machine we just showed, the
Mhm.
mower Mac, your bulldozer, your heavy
me.
equipment.
Knucklebone.
They don't need a CDL to operate heavy equipment, backhoes, bulldozer, they don't need that.
Mhm.
From my experience, your most skilled operator, heavy equipment operator, they don't have CDL. They may not even have driver license.
Yeah.
Just being honest, I'm being, but they are legit.
Skill and they know how to operate.
But when if they go to this department and they see on that sheet where there's a requirement, they may get passed by, or they gonna get terminated.
I think we want them to have a driver's license, though.
I agree with that.
Certainly.
If nothing else, I think we would want that.
Right, yeah, that's one of our requirements.
Mayor, I have a question.
Sure.
Other than the trucks, you have the skid steer, you have the mower max. It was more when you had 3 pieces of equipment.
Skid steer, mower mic.
Oh, the tractor, the John Deere tractor.
Yes, ma'am, right.
All right, so from the 3, not talking about the trucks, which is the most needed?
Ooh. I have to take that mower mic.
Oh, that was a good one.
But the problem now, you had
Tricky.
those two mowers that have been, they like 17, 23 years old. That mower max won't be able to carry on the outer skirts while they're doing it. See, we gotta split our guys up. We need to have a crew here, crew on the north side, and have one in the central location as well. Everybody working. You see, if you just get that mower max, you taking away from the guys continuing to cut the outer skirts.
Gotcha.
Those 2 John Deere tractors, those are the ones you see cut the perimeter of the city. You
So
see,
do we have any? Do we have some that are functional?
tractors,
Uh-huh,
you saw the one that was just turned over,
right.
that
It's
thing-
gone?
No, man, we got it back up and fixed it. But the other one is,
Oh, okay.
more went out just shortly after that,
Okay.
Okay, so we just have one.
just one.
So instead of asking for 2, maybe 1?
I'll take one with the mower max.
Big money, huh? Okay.
That's a hard bargain.
But it'll get some, you all will see a big difference in a rapid time. Yeah, you'll see a major cleanup with that unit along with the other mower.
I just see a lot we can do with that boom mat. You knew exactly what you was doing showing that video.
Right.
Go ahead. Ms.
So, all the attachments come with the mower max, or there's additional purchase?
But the additional purchase, except the mower arm and a cutter come with the 300,000. It's actually 294 with 2 attachments. We need the mower arm. We need that more so than anything.
Mr. Thomas, I'm sorry. I'm looking at the budget, and I was just looking for actuals. Am I missing that, or did you prepare that, or Melba, do you
Looking
have
for
that?
what?
The actuals in the budget.
It should actually be contained in the budget that I gave y'all last week.
Mm-hmm.
You said last week's budget? I mean, the paperwork you gave last week?
Yes,
Okay.
our general budget.
Okay. Just wondering. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
Madam Mayor, I just have one last question for Mr.
Sure.
Thomas. Dr. Lee's down there playing Let's Make a Deal. So my question is, I see down at the bottom, you're looking at a downtown upgrade, your holiday light enhancement, which I think would be a beautiful thing for downtown Milledgeville. I'm just wondering if we get into a crunch where we can't honor everything you've asked for, I wonder, because there's so many grants, and I know Jennifer's not here still. But there's so many grants through the Georgia Main Street program and the Department of Community Affairs. I'm wondering if there's some grant money out there that could help offset that cost.
For the lights.
I'm sure possibly.
There's some funds available, but now we should solicit to contractors and pull your public work crew away from that operation, so we can continue to work. These guys need to be working.
So right now, you're the ones putting everything up. Okay.
Yes, sir, but so when we do that, we have to pull our crews off of the daily operation.
Just a suggestion, maybe you and Ms. Stasny, there may be money out there, you
Right.
know.
We'll search and see.
Because I think it might be difficult with that let's make a deal with Dr. Lee. She might not want to give up these Christmas lights, but she might.
I didn't see anything about the nickel. You bought a nickel boom? What was that last year?
Knuckle boom.
Knuckle boom last year, right?
No,
It-
you all purchased that about
2 or 3 years
2
ago.
years.
Now, we good.
Is it?
Couple of years
We
ago.
good with those.
You're
We have
good
two.
with that? You got
Yes,
two
ma'am.
now? Okay.
Yeah.
I can see that on here. I was just wondering.
I love.
Big money department, you better help us find some money.
We cut some deals. But,
If there are no more questions, thank you, Mr.
Thank you all.
Thomas, for
You have a good
entertaining us tonight. Ms. Melvin.
I don't have anything to report.
Oh, you haven't? Okay. Well, I guess. Ms. Mel don't have anything to report tonight, so we do not have any old business or new business for tonight, and we don't have a need for closed session, Ms. Carey, correct?
That's correct.
All right, this concludes the items. Does anyone on council have any comments or announcements? But before we do that, I want us to remember Ms. Walden and Ms., during her hour of bereavement. You all know, I know for my 9 years, Mr. Wade traveled extensively with us as a team. And so if you can tomorrow, show your respects at 2 p.m. at Moore's Funeral Home. If not, at some point in time or another, give her a call. But Ms. Shinholster and Dr. Lee have been in contact with her, and I don't think this is the right time for phone calls just yet for her. Okay,
We have a visitation right now.
Yeah, visitation is going on right now at the,
so we might have a
at
chance
the
to run
funeral
through that.
home.
It's at 7 or 7:30. It's 10 minutes.
7:30.
to 7.
It's 10 minutes to 7.
5:30, 7:30. I
7:30.
did spend a good bit of time with her this afternoon. So, she's grateful for everything that we've done. And just solicit your prayers for her family.
Okay. The only other thing I have is, we all are aware of Robert's Rule of Order, whether it's I'm sitting in the seat or Ms. Shinholster. We're supposed to acknowledge the chair before we speak. For those of you all that remember that, thank you. For those of you that don't remember that, read up on your Robert's Rules of Order so that you know you should acknowledge the chair when asking to speak out publicly. That's all I have for tonight. And there be no other questions, concerns, or comments. It will give us a
I
few
do
minutes.
have a comment, if you don't mind.
Go ahead, Ms. Simmons.
So I spent a lot of time in the district speaking with my constituents and trying to bring concerns to the dais. One of the concerns were in reference to audits for the city. Considering that we are late on our annual audit, they were wanting to know if we would consider having a forensic audit due to the fact of our previous city manager abrupt resignation last year, and the fact that city council was not aware that we weren't paid some of our SPLOS and T-SPLOS funds until way later, at a later date. So I just wanted to put that out there for our consideration.
So you can assure your constituents that are concerned in reference to that we at the city are taking steps and measures one day at a time. We're going through audits as it appears right now for us. And then once we're completed with that, then we'll take it to the next step if that need be. Ms. Melba, did you want to add anything to that other
I
than
can
what I
just
did?
clarify in terms of the audit where we stand now, the audit is behind late because of turnover, and that was with the loss of our previous financial director, Ms. Shaquita Danzy. And so with that being said, with her demise, that went with her a wealth of information and knowledge in terms of how to handle this audit. So we are behind because we, as being new with our finance director, interim city manager, a lot of new staff, we are learning the ropes in terms of what is going on. So our audit team has been wonderful. They have been working with us hand in hand. We just met with them today, and they said we're doing an excellent job. It's just taking time because it's so much information that we did not know how to do, and they're helping us along the way and showing us what to do. So that's why the audit has been extended. But in terms of anything being wrong in our audit, there's nothing wrong. It's just it's a learning curve. So that's what the issue is.
Thank you for
Thank you.
clarifying that.
And Ms. Melba and I talked about that today. One thing I stressed with our last city manager is that succession training is a must. And so going forward, we're going to make sure that that succession training is in place so that we don't lose valuable information. We have a very new team here on council other than the seasoned ones that are here. So there are going to be a lot of questions and answers posed to you. If you don't know the answers to them, Ms. Melba can pretty much answer what you need to know. If not, myself or Ms. Shinholster or Dr. Lee can answer. Ms. Map can kind of help you, steer you in the way that you need to go to get the answers you need. All right, so hearing nothing else, I'll call for a motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
Second. Okay, I'll ask the clerk to please call the roll.
Dr. Lee,
Aye.
Ms. Simmons,
Aye.
Ms. Shinholster,
Hi.
Pendergast, Ms. Pendergast, Ms. Mapp, Dr. Wells.
Aye.
All right, meeting adjourned.